learning objectives ought to include how to deal with the unexpected. I had a really interesting lunch with a good friend who was a professor in a large university who specializes in research and development on forestry and climate change. And he was just telling me his experiences and research that led him to conclude that although we're having right now the pandemic as part of our real crisis situation, he says this may not end as a pandemic per se. We will continue to have a lot of unexpected challenges, an entire global issue. For example, he was saying that population continues to grow, therefore more and more people, it's very difficult to have social distancing. Number two, travel is very open, so therefore people and diseases can transmit very quickly. And then finally, what's interesting was that because of some global warming, some of the places where it wasn't really hosting diseases now are hosting diseases. So with all of this, there's so many unexpected. When I reflect on what we do in learning design, specifically experience learning, I pondered that this unexpected is always what's happening. And I remember my conversation with you one time ago when I talked about the unhappy incidents, or the happy incidents and the unhappy incidents. In the happy incidents, we tend to teach people what is predictable, what we know. These are the steps, 1 to 5, 1 to 10. This is the definition, this is the policy, this is all what you need to do, and go home and do your work. You're done with the training. But in reality, there are so many unexpected things. So my thought to you is this: when you reflect on your learning objectives, start thinking, widening it by the questions like, what could happen that may not be covered in training, and what would you do? What would happen in order to avoid it from being trapped by not being able to do something as a result of a limited perspective because we didn't expect the unknown? I think it's worthwhile reflecting that learning objectives must carry with it, what would you do if things unexpected show up? Try it. Worth the thinking.